Science Divine is a global movement for helping people realize their optimum potential through definite scientific techniques for sound body, sound mind, and self realization. It's an all out endeavor to create conditions for the emergence of a new humanity on this earth, which is filled with inner joy, while at the same time enjoying the fruits of great material prosperity and riches. One can enjoy the material and the spiritual world without sacrificing one for the other by practicing the Science Divine Mahamantra, Bhitar se sannyas, Bahar se sansar, which means being in a state of total acceptance from within and yet working and living like the most ambitious person on this earth, just as the wheels of a car keep moving in high speed, but the axle remains static. My effort has been towards freeing the individual from the ideologies and the belief systems which have blinded and divided humanity through the ages. Science Divine provides definite scientific techniques and revolutionary insights for bringing about the total transformation of the modern man in general. And the whole objective has been to simplify spirituality in such a way that it becomes a part of life and living of every individual on this earth. My beloved ones, my heartiest welcome and good wishes to all of you. A large number of questions have been received. Therefore, today, first of all, I will be taking some of the questions, and later on, I will take you to a very powerful guided meditation. First question.
Respected Gurudev Pranam, I'm Raghav from Dharamshala, Himachal. As a young parent, I would request you to offer some guidelines for right parenting. Thank you.
Raghavji, parenting plays a very vital role in the making of children. Therefore, I would certainly like to offer some basic guidelines which are of very primary importance in this regard. First thing first, I would suggest you must not try to make them carbon copies of yourself. Almost all the parents are doing the same. In fact, nature wants everybody to be original, not to be carbon copies or imitations. No doubt, I would like that you must tell them the songs of your life, the beauties of your life, the blessings of your life. You must brief them the ecstasies of your life. But I have been seeing parents who have nothing to tell to their children. They are just trying to make them their carbon copies. It would be much better that the parents should tell them that at least children should find out some new ways. They should make efforts not to fall in the same trap in which the parents had fallen. In other words, if parents' life had been full of pain, anguish, anxiety, miseries and sufferings, it is always advisable that they should not prepare their children to fall in the same hell. They should positively tell them that they must do something new. They must try not to follow at all whatever they had been doing. At least something new must be done by them. I personally feel that the basic responsibility of parents must be to ensure that their children are at least one step ahead of them by being more energetic, by being more joyful, and by being more fearless, by being more productive in their lives. Secondly, I would like to suggest that you must watch and protect your children very delicately and with great understanding, so that they may not go astray, so that they may not get addicted to drink and drugs, so that they may not commit suicide. At the same time, they must be given proper opportunity and freedom to be able to experience the good and the bad, so that they can be able to decide in their own way. In every way, we have to discreetly watch that they may not fall in ditches. Thirdly, it is also advisable that you must never tell them anything which has not been your personal experience, your existential experience. In fact, people are pretending to know everything. They are telling about God, they are telling about soul, they are telling about hell and heaven to their children. But in due course of time, the children discover that even you did not know anything about these ultimate things of life, and you were simply lying. What happens? They lose their respect, they lose your trust. What I want to suggest, in fact, you must express your ignorance and confidently tell them that you tried to find out the truth about these aspects, these dimensions of life, but you could not experience anything of the sort. And you should encourage them to be true seekers and to be able to find their own truth. No doubt you may prove to be of great help in finding them their own truth. This will make them have great love, respect and trust towards you. Moreover, develop an attitude of friendship towards your children. It would be better to respect them and to respect their knowledge. You will find that the same will be reciprocated by them. Their love and respect towards you will multiply. Never give them orders and never expect them to do something because you are a father, therefore they should follow what you dictate them. As against it, argue lovingly with them, persuade them, convince them, and then you will find that they will be agreed to do it. Otherwise, they will gain the strength to convince you that whatever you are suggesting them is not worth doing, and that will lead towards the development of a healthy attitude and right communication between both of you. As most of you already know, I myself never ask my people to follow me. I always tell them that doubt me also, unless whatever I say becomes your personal experience. That is my basic message. I teach people doubt, but strangely enough, they trust me. Life functions in such a mysterious way you cannot imagine. Parents and priests teach people to believe in them, to trust them, but they don't believe them. That is simply because my people know that I am not such a person which is going to indoctrinate indoctrinate them or deceive them in any way. And by sincerity of your intentions, by sincere love and affection from your heart, you can give the same conviction in their minds and hearts. By virtue of the sincerity of your love and affection, right communication with your children must be established. A relationship of love and trust must grow. And I want to tell you one thing more will help. Catch them doing something good every day and praise them for the same. It will do miracles. And another most valuable suggestion is never try to fulfill your own ambitions and dreams through your children. Allow them to bloom by pursuing their own passions. Just let them be what they are meant to be. Therefore, never over pressurize them for trying to make them stronger. At the same time, never over pamper them, otherwise they will go useless. And finally, never forget to learn from your child to be more joyful, more loving, with an aura of wonderful innocence. Thank you. The second question.
Pranam Guruji, this is Puneet from Sydney. First of all, I want to give you my heartiest gratitude with all the kriyas which you have given us as blessing is really helping me. I'm actually feeling inner joy whenever I do that meditation. So thank you for that. With the last inner cleansing technique, I have a question specifically with the second step. In the second step, we are actually supposed to think about our impurities, and I'm confused that is that we have to think about impurities one by one, or specifically picking one by one, like all my compulsions or my body pains or impurities one by one, or I have to just think about all the impurities as general one energy and just dissipate that from my spine. Thank you, Guruji.
Well, Puneet, I sincerely appreciate your sincere concern for practicing science divine kriyas. As I had suggested you during the inner cleansing technique, while practicing it, you have simply to apply your imagination and you have to apply your will. You have just to feel wholeheartedly that all the impurities which are there in your chakras located in your spine, from the Mooladhara chakra, the base chakra, to the uppermost chakra, the Sahasrara chakra or the crown chakra. You have not to count one by one your impurities. It is very difficult for you to count the number of impurities which you have accumulated in your chakras and in your subtle bodies. If you start counting your impurities, negativities or emotional grossness, it will become very difficult, it will become a long list, and ultimately you will find that there are a number of impurities and you are not being able to take a total view of them. You will get further confused. At the same time, your whole attention will get totally involved only in figuring out your impurities, a task which will be next to impossible. So absolutely no concern about the number and details of your impurities. Whatever impurities are there, they are in the form of emotional heaviness. They are just impurities and complexities and negativities which have gathered since you were born up till now, and some of them you have carried from your past lives. So all the impurities and complexities and negativities, whatsoever they might be, which have got accumulated in the chakras of your spine or in your subtle bodies, you have simply to apply the force of imagination and the power of will. With the application of the force of imagination and the strength of your will, you will feel wholeheartedly that all the impurities are being released in the form of a smoke through the spine. And with gradual practice, you will strengthen your power of imagination and power of will to that extent that after 10-15 minutes of inner cleansing, you will experience that a very strange lightness has started prevailing in your body, and you will start feeling as if you are flying in the air. A wonderful experience you will start gaining. Just practice this Kriya. This is most powerful. This will strengthen your power of will. This will strengthen your power of imagination also, and thereby it will help you in materializing your desires and dreams into reality also. Enough for now. Thank you. The third question.
This question comes to us from Praveen in Mumbai. Pranam Gurudev, kindly explain how to stay focused in life.
Praveen ji, your mind has got incredible powers that can create miracles in your life. But these powers are activated only by your focus. The greater the focus, the greater the achievements in life. If your focus is total, you can turn your bigger and bigger dreams into reality. You can materialize and manifest all the desires of your life into reality. Therefore, focus plays a very vital role. I want to make a very simple experiment which will prove the power of focus. Take a glass of water, put a little glycerine or oil on the surface of the water, and then float a very small, a very thin pin on the surface of the water. Concentrate for 2 minutes on the pin. Focus both your eyes on the pin without blinking. Just after 2 minutes, let your mind give orders to the pin to move right or to move left. With a small practice of 7 days, you will find that you have become capable of ordering the pin and making it move left or right the way you wish. This will ultimately strengthen your conviction that mind has great powers over the matter. There is a very famous rule about the mind which says you get what you think about or focus upon, whether you want it or you don't want it. Therefore, by applying the power of focus, you can change your whole life and you can achieve whatever you want to achieve in your life. However, now I will suggest you some fundamental factors which will be helpful for the enhancement of your focus. The most important thing is you must prioritize your life. First thing first is the rule. There is an old proverb which says, one who tries to catch 2 rabbits at the same time catches none. And the greatest tragedy of our life is we are trying to chase too many rabbits and the consequence is obvious, we are being able to catch none. Therefore, we must try to identify most important 2-3 goals of our life, and then we must focus on those 2-3 goals in order of priority, one by one, and you will find a miracle has started happening in your life. Now the second factor is training the mind. Never forget, the default system of our mind is to get lost in daydreaming. Never forget, the default system of our mind is to get lost in daydreaming and thoughts. The mind starts wandering. In such a situation, sometimes it is here, the other time it is there, and within moments it is getting everywhere. The net result is it enables you to reach nowhere. Now, the most important aspect is how to manage this mind for a particular objective, how to focus it in one direction. And I want to tell you, the most powerful device is meditation. Meditation makes you competent to use the mind when it is needed, and it enables you to put your mind aside whenever it is not needed. And if you can learn this art, it can create miracles in your life. Today I am going to give you the most powerful tip for meditation, which will enable you to bring your focus to the highest possible degree, and that is practicing third eye meditation. What you have to do, you have simply to sit down in a comfortable state. You have to simply sit down in a comfortable posture. You have to keep your spine erect with eyes closed, and make sure that your face is slightly upturned. And then with eyes closed, focus all your attention on the midpoint between the eyebrows. And just keep on focusing your attention on the midpoint between the eyebrows. Attention is the food for the third eye. In due course of practice, you will find that your thoughts have stopped coming and going, and you will become established in a state of witnessing. A mere practice of 10 minutes every day will train the mind, and you will develop the powers of focus, powers of focusing wonderfully. Make this third eye meditation, the practice of third eye meditation for 10 minutes, a part of your life and living. It will bring out miracles in the dimension of focusing in your life. And the third principle for enhancement of focus is do what you love or love what you do. In fact, it is the fundamental principle of focus. If you love something which you are doing, you will get so much involved into doing that thing that you will never need any guidance from anyone as to how to focus in one's work. If you are doing what you love, will automatically ensure your focus. If you love what you do, or if you do what you love, will automatically ensure your focus. In doing such thing, you get 100% involved into it. If you are 100% involved in your work, your focus will automatically become 100%. Therefore, be very careful about choosing your work, about choosing your field of activity. And then a lot of problems regarding your performance will automatically be taken care of. Fourthly, a totally distraction-free environment is required for the enhancement of focus. In modern times, a lot of disturbance is being created by social media notifications, by emails, by WhatsApp and mobile communications. Researchers in medical science have proved that once you get distracted by any of such things, it takes at least 23 minutes more to get back to the same focus. Therefore, if you continue getting disturbed by these things several times during the day, almost the whole day goes spoiled and you fail to become productive, you fail to do anything worthwhile. So please do stop these distractions at any cost. You know how to keep all these things away. Technology is a powerful boon, but once you become a slave of it, it becomes the greatest curse. You are required to consume technology, but don't allow technology to consume you. Another important factor for enhancement of your focus is you must have regular enough sleep. Lack of sufficient sleep creates havoc on your health and creates havoc on your mind. You fail to focus on any given subject in any given dimension of your life. Therefore, proper sleep is mandatory for ensuring right focus in your life. One thing more, intermittent fasting has proved that it is a very powerful device for the enhancement of focus in your life. You go into the details of the system and you will find that it will contribute a lot towards improvement of your focus. And finally, intake of good fats is also mandatory for focus. Our mind is composed of 60% of fats, which requires a lot of good fats for its proper functioning. Enough for now. Thank you. Today we shall be practicing Nidra Sanjivani, the bedtime meditation. People keep coming to me with complaints that they don't get time for meditation. But today I am going to give you that device of meditation. If you can learn it wholeheartedly, I can ensure you will be able to practice at least 8 hours of meditation every day, and it will give you amazing results in your life and in your career. This meditation has got to be practiced at the bedtime when you are going to sleep. Therefore, your state of mind as it is before you are going to bed is very important. This meditation makes your whole sleep meditative, and you must always remember that the last thought of your mind, the last thought of the night before going to bed is the most important thought, because your whole night remains centered around that thought. And in the morning when you get up, your first thought is the same which had been the thought before going to sleep. If you are in a state of anger, the feelings and emotions of anger will continue to persist all through the night. If you are in a state of peace and joy, your whole night will be centered around the feelings of peace and joy. Therefore, the first important requirement is make your hours before going to bed as holy hours, as sacred hours. Make sure that before going to bed, 2-3 hours before that, you have very pleasant, joyful atmosphere inside the family, a very sweet and loving exchange with your life partner and other members of your family. That will help you a lot and prove highly conducive for right meditation during the night. And if you maintain it, while in the morning you get up, you will find that feelings of joy, feelings of peace and feelings of bliss are prevailing in your mind and heart, and an unimaginable joy will continue to prevail throughout the day. Now you have to remember that there are only 3 steps in this meditation. The first step is relaxing the body. In this step, you have to relax your body in such a way as if there is no life in it. You have to let it go loose. You have to let it make totally relaxed. Now the question arises how to do it. Remember the principle. You have simply to lie down in the bed with eyes closed. You have to think and feel that your body is becoming totally relaxed from toes to the top, from top to the toes. The whole body is relaxing, relaxing, relaxing. I want to tell one most important secret, and that is, whatever you think and whatever you feel, your body immediately, instantly obeys it and ensures that the same is done. For example, if you think and feel like speaking, the mouth starts to speak. If you feel like walking, your legs start to walk. If you feel like raising your hands start to raise. Whatever you feel like doing, your body instantly puts it into action. Similarly, if you start thinking and feeling that your whole body from the toes to the top is becoming relaxed, just keep on thinking and feeling of relaxation of the whole body for 3 minutes. And within 3 minutes you will find that the whole body has got totally relaxed. Now the second step. The second step is you have to relax your breath. Please remember it. Once your body has totally relaxed, the natural consequence will happen that your breath has started becoming slow and slow. It will grow calmer and calmer. It will start getting more and more tranquil. With body being in a state of total relaxation in the first step, your breath will automatically get calmer, slower, more and more tranquil. But again, here in the second step, you have to think and feel that your breath is calming down. It's getting calmer and slower, calmer and slower, calmer and slower. Continuously for 3 minutes, you have to think and feel that your breath is slowing down. And within 3 minutes, you will find that your breath has slowed down to such an extent as if you have stopped breathing. You will experience amazing impact. Now the third step. The natural consequence of the slowing down of the breath will be that your thoughts will stop coming. The natural consequence of slowing down of the breath will be the slowing down of your thoughts. The flux of your thoughts will diminish. Automatically, the frequency of your thoughts will slow down. But here in the third step, you have again to think and feel continuously for 3 minutes that your thoughts have stopped coming, your thoughts have stopped coming, your thoughts have stopped coming. Continue feeling for 3 minutes and a strange miracle will happen. Within 3 minutes, you will experience as if the coming of thoughts has totally stopped. And after the 3 steps, I will start giving you the guidance that you have made your body, your breath, and your thoughts to sleep. All the 3 have slept. The body, the breath, and thoughts. All the 3 have slept. And you are awake inside your body. Only you are awake. And in this moment, the dogs may continue barking. The baby may start crying. And so many sounds may start happening. But you are in a mode of listening as a witness. You have become just a total witness to everything that is happening. Crying of the baby, the barking of the dogs, and the sound of the silence of the night. You have become just a witness to everything. And in this state of witnessing, you have become in a mode of total acceptance, in a state of no resistance at all. And in this state, you are simply listening with being in a state of total acceptance. This is a very important dimension being added to you, which will help you for being in a state of meditation. Now for 10 minutes, continue to be in a state of witnessing, in a state of no resistance, in a state of total acceptance. just listening as a witness. Now I will take you to the practice of this Nidra Sanjeevani, the bedtime meditation. Wheresoever you are, if possible, you can lie down. Lying down is most preferable. If you are not in a position to lie down, please be comfortable wherever you are, either on the ground or on the chair or in the sofa. Just lying down, you have to close your eyes. With eyes closed, you are taking up the first step. You start thinking and feeling as if the whole body is relaxing. It has started relaxing from the toes to the top. For 3 minutes, you have to continue thinking and feeling that my whole body from top to toes, from toes to top is relaxing, 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 more and more relaxing. And ultimately you have to feel that my whole body has gone into a state of total relaxation. By the end of 3 minutes, you will feel that my body has gone into a state of total relaxation. And continue feeling the same for 3 minutes with eyes closed. The second step. Now you have to think and feel that your breath is slowing down, slowing down, slowing down. For 3 minutes continuously start thinking that your breath is slowing down, slowing down. And by the end of 3 minutes, you will find that your breath has totally stopped, almost as if it has stopped coming and going. So much slowed down. Now the third step. As a result of the slowing down of your breath, the frequency of thoughts has totally reduced. But now you have to think and feel. You have just to feel that thoughts have stopped coming and going. Start feeling a state of emptiness. For 3 minutes, start feeling a state of emptiness. No thoughts are there. The coming and going of thoughts has stopped. Start feeling in a state of emptiness for 3 minutes. And now at the end of the third step, you have achieved a state of total emptiness. Be filled with this feeling. Now you have made your body, your breath, and your thoughts to sleep. You have taken all the three to sleep, but you are awake inside your body. You are awake within. You are awake, totally alert as a witness. The cry of a baby, the barking of dogs, the sounds of silence in the night, and any other thing. Towards everything, you are in a state of total acceptance. No resistance towards anything. Simply listening as a true witness. Just remain a witness to everything for 10 minutes. You will be prone to sleep very soon. But manage to remain awake as a witness as far as possible up to 10 minutes. And then you will spontaneously slip into sleep, and your whole night will become meditative. If you continue practicing this Nidra Sanjeevani regularly, you will start experiencing miracles in your life. Every morning when you will get up, you will be in a state of peace, bliss, and unending joy. An unimaginable peace will prevail throughout the day. The whole quality of your life and living will transform. So now, remain alert and awake as a witness within for 10 minutes. Enough for today. Those who have not slept, slowly, slowly, very gently, please open your eyes. Thank you.